the one piece of career advice you wish someone had given you when you were starting out?
I wish someone had told me how much company culture matters, and how much it varies between businesses. Like, I get there's no one culture that's right for everyone. And as I've gone through my career, I've worked at places where I felt like I didn't fit. It's a job, and other places where I really felt part of something bigger. And the first place felt that was when I joined Ocado Technology, and I think it showed, because I enjoyed my work a lot more, and I ended up staying there for kind of many years, just because I felt like I really slotted into the company well. I slotted into the team culture, and it's sort of at that point I realised that team culture is not just something I enjoy, but it's actually something I thrive in for my job.
Okay, fine. So I suppose a question on that then, if there's somebody listening that, culture-wise, everything they need in this role is perfect fit for them, but they know they can get an extra 10 to 15k elsewhere, where do you draw the line in terms of, I could make a much more money, but will the culture fit me as well as it does where I currently am?
Yeah, I suppose there's two parts, which is one, if you can get 10 to 15k and get to a place where it's still got a culture you work in, then right, winner chicken dinner. So you do have to consider, there's a lot you have to consider, and you can't always get what you want. Everyone has bills to pay, especially these days, with everything going up in the economy how it is. We may be in a position where we have to move to take more money. So there's never a black and white on anything. It's all a scale. I would say, look, if you are looking, if you're not enjoying your work, if your day-to-day is dull, I think there's a tendency to blame it on many factors. But if you are moving, I'd say just, if that's the case, maybe explore somewhere with a different vibe to where you are now. Or if you are enjoying where you are, really try and target in the interviews to tease out, do they support that culture you like? I don't think there's any reason why you can't move, get more money, and hopefully find a place that you like just as much.
Can you share a pivotal moment in your career journey that has made a significant impact?
Yeah, I did recruitment for a little bit. Between
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Sort of between doing web design and IT support, I did 2 years of IT recruitment. I sort of just fell into it. Every recruiter tells me you always fall into recruitment. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the buzz. I really enjoyed talking to people. But I picked up a huge amount from recruitment, and more so than I thought I would for my IT career. Interview skills and confidence kind of went through the roof in those interview situations. Didn't matter what side of the table I was on. You do so many a day, right? I don't think I've been nervous in an interview since doing recruitment. It helped my public speaking as well. And even I did IT recruitment, and I'd come from IT, I went back to IT, but again, learning a huge amount about different businesses, how they work. Actually going back to point one again, the different cultures that are out there. And when I'm kind of sort of plotting my route for personal growth and professional growth, still, I take a lot from what I learned in those 2 years. And I kind of do consider, what do I look like from a recruiter point of view, from a manager point of view? What do I actually need to do in my job?
Okay, fine. I think, this has come up quite a bit in previous conversations that I've had, and it's more so and a lot of people do this. They resort to the soft skills that they learn across their journey, and that's kind of what you're mentioning then, is being able to communicate with people, being able to show kind of an interviewer who you are, or a candidate who you are, through soft skills, right? The way you communicate, the way you talk to people. And I've had other people come on and say, like, one of the things that really kind of was that light bulb moment for them was when they started attending like security conferences, or they decided they were going to do a talk at a B-sides, for example. And that really helped their soft skills and their confidence grow, and it almost got rid of that imposter syndrome that they thought, that kind of consumed them day to day.
Yeah, completely agree. Even if it's just, I suppose, presentations internal to businesses. It's knowing how to communicate. You're also in IT recruitment, I suppose other areas as well. you're talking to people who are just starting their career, people who are deep in their kind of technical knowledge, and kind of, people who are running million or billion dollar businesses. So you're also bearing that in mind when you're, I suppose, going back to these soft skills and doing chats and talks on how to make the content you're talking about accessible to a wide audience.
How do you approach challenges and setbacks in your professional life? And what's your go-to strategy for overcoming them?
So I suppose if you sort of take the traditional sense of a challenge, I kind of thrive on that. I'm at my best with a bit of pressure and a problem to solve. I think the real issues for me is when there's that lack of challenge, that lack of pressure. Generally, I think you can often find there's a little bit around you to be getting on with, keep that pace up. But I have had, over the years, kind of extended periods of a lull in workload, and it has hit me pretty badly. So I've learned that actually to overcome this is normally, when I'm looking for a job, is to get ahead of the curve, get ahead of the problem. And for many years now, when I've been looking for a place to work, I've been looking for somewhere that supports that workload, supports that challenge, and somewhere that gives that kind of can-do attitude, and that gives that level of autonomy, so I can keep that kind of pressure up on myself. Again, actually, that goes all the way back to the start of this chat, which is kind of that culture fit, right? Like I know the kind of culture that works for me. I suppose I know the cultures that don't, and I'm quite wary of that.